Everybody. So I wanted to make this video, kind of like as a response to a lot of uh, this is, I guess you can consider this like an add-on to the video I made that was called, what was it? Flat Earth isn't the biggest conspiracy. This one. It's kind of like an add-on, and what I'm gonna go over real quick is these people that are telling that tell you what to not look into. Okay, this video, like I was subbed to this guy. As soon as I saw the video, I just unsubbed because he doesn't. This guy Ron Johnson, uh, I don't care about him. Like he released like one good video every like 3 4 months because all his videos are the same basically. He has all the same things in all his videos. Um, Today he mentioned like flat Earth, Matrix of Lies, Illuminati psyop, right? And he goes on to offer like two examples of like why it's a psyop, but it doesn't make any sense because he claims that like the Earth is way bigger than what we think it is. Although it's everything is still a straight line. Like I don't think he knows what a ball is. Even from like 7 miles up in a commercial plane, it's still flat. So like I guess this guy just has no idea what he's talking about. But apparently he's an authority on all things that are under the flat Earth scope. So that you're not supposed to. If he says it's a psyop, oh, it must be a psyop. This guy Ron Johnson, right? It, Fuck him. Okay. Another one, Max Egan. Okay. Another one where like I think I don't watch his videos that much anymore unless someone tells me like he had like a good interview or something. And like I swear for the past like 8 months this guy has in all his videos mentions flat earth and talks about it like on like nonstop. But he's at the end he's like, oh, but it's a distraction, don't look into it, right? Don't look into this, don't only listen to me. Listen to what you research the things that I research, okay? Or if I'm Max Egan, you should be out protesting right now, all day, 24/7. You should be out in the streets screaming like a madman about chemtrails and about the war in Palestine, or me going to South America and fighting with gorillas while I'm in my hotel room or drinking some ayahuasca and smoking dope. Like, give me a fucking break. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I apologize for the swearing, but this is just me being real because I really do not like these people, and this is a point I want to get across. Just because people know certain truths about things that have happened, all right? Some people call them conspiracy theorists. Some people call them truthers. Some people might call them like activists. All right, people that have learned that like 9/11 was a false flag, that chemtrails exist, that what else? The JFK assassination, um, all of them. All right, that politics is a complete lie. Uh, just because that those people know those things does not make them some type of special person. Okay, they're not special because they know about those things. It doesn't matter. Okay, just because someone seems intelligent, all right, or has a few similarities with you, and really all those similarities are only they're not personality traits. All they are just it's just sharing like information, which is a very easy thing to do. And you can do it with anyone. Does not make them better than you. That does not mean that they're an authority on anything. All right? If someone tells you to not look into something, that you should not research this, okay? They're the enemy. They're actually a part of the system, okay? Because what the ultimate goal of everything is, of life, the mind, your soul, okay, is for freedom. Freedom is the ultimate that we all want. Okay? And any time someone tells you you should not do this thing, all right, that means that they're the enemy, that they're against you, okay? Now, I'm not talking about if you're going to jump off a bridge and someone tells you not to do it. I'm That's completely different. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about gnosis. I'm talking about becoming a better person than what you were before because of the fact that you understand that you can research and inform yourself on all things that you are curious about. Okay? And one of the funny things about these guys is that you'll hear them talking about stuff like CERN, right? Oh, CERN, it's 666 symbolism, and I'm not saying that I don't buy into any of this stuff, because there some of it is legit, but this is the covering the point that these things that flat Earth is a distraction, right? Quote unquote distraction or a psyop, right? CERN, right? And some of these guys even put out videos of that completely bullshit video of that mock like sacrifice that they had. That was the fakest thing I can't believe that people would even bother with that. I mean, this you might as well post something from a movie saying that it actually happened. I mean, it was the most ridiculous. I can't believe people even bothered with that. But you got guys that talk about CERN and all this stuff about time manipulation. And then you got guys that talk about Nibiru, right? Oh, Nibiru's coming. It's gonna destroy the planet. It's gonna destroy this whole globe that we live on. And if you're talking to Ron Johnson, it's big enough to destroy this unfathomably huge planet that he's talking about. Uh, these things aren't distractions, huh? Right? These aren't distractions. Right? You got guys like Max Egan that talk about the war in Palestine, right? You know what? To me, that's a distraction. How about that? How about 99% of the shit that comes out of Max Egan's mouth is a distraction to me? How about that? You see, you don't need to like these people. You don't need to like Ron Johnson just because he talks about chemtrails. All right? This is Alex Jones syndrome. Okay, that's what I'm going to call this from now on. This is Alex Jones syndrome, right? Just because that they talk about some truths here and there, right, does not mean that you're going to be friends with this guy. It doesn't mean that this guy is some kind of revolutionary leader, all right? Because shit like that's not going to happen, all right? It's just not going to happen today. Because the society we live in is a capitalistic society. And the way that we free ourselves is something that these guys never talk about. These guys never, ever talk about how you can become more powerful as a person. They never tell you how to become self-reliant, okay? This guy, Ralph Waldo Emerson, he's got his book on self-reliance and other essays. I highly recommend it. But these guys, they'll never tell you how to be self-reliant. They'll never teach you how to break from the system, right? They never tell you that. All they'll tell you is that you should go fight my war for you. You should go out and protest for me, right? While I do my own thing. Okay? That's not going to happen. That's not the type of society we live in anymore. In we don't live 2,000 years ago where you could have a few hundred people and take over a city. All right? We don't live in that world anymore. We live in a completely controlled society with billions of people all connected. Okay? It's a capitalistic society. And to break it down, these guys will never tell you how to do that. All right? Example, right? Take example from my videos. All right? I cover all types of stuff. I'm sure some of you are aware, right? And then a month ago, I put this video up. 5 ways to break the system. Very simple. Very simple 13-minute video, all right? That I made in like an hour. I was just like, I see I see a lot of people that are going in circles, always talking about the same things over and over again. maybe I should just offer all these people a little way to get out. And I'm not it, like I've said a million times before. I'm not in it for the views. Okay, people that are sub to my channel, right? A lot of them already understand what I'm talking about. Some of them don't. Some of them are only here for like the flat Earth stuff. Some only here for the chemtrails. But there are the people that are here that understand what this means. That understand what it means to actually be a person. Okay, what it means to be self-reliant and all these other things that are going on. There are also the people that won't tell you that you shouldn't do this, that you shouldn't bother looking into this. In fact, a lot of the guys that are sub to my channel tell me I should do these things, that it's good, that they're interested in that I'm talking about these things. Okay, and when they talk about those things, I tell them the same thing. In fact, I treat all my friends like that too. If I have a friend that wants to play in a video game band, that plays video game music, I will tell them, you do that, dude. You fucking do that, and you do it to the best of your ability. All right. I will never ever tell someone you should not do this. You should not do this thing that you're interested in. All right. I will warn them that hey, if you plan, like if someone's gonna have a kid, just please make sure that you have all your financial things handled, that you have all it's planned out and stuff like that. I will offer advice like that, but I won't tell them to not do it. All right? But these guys are more than willing to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, but they offer you no answer on how to go about your business, okay? All they tell you is just don't look into this, okay? They have no answers, but because the real answer, they're not willing to tell you. They're not willing to tell you how to be a person. They're not willing to tell you how to improve your soul. They're not willing to tell you how to free your mind from the system. All right? Because that's what this is all about, is freedom. But what they do is they enclose that system and they put the bars even closer together. So don't let these guys tell you what you can and can't do. If you're curious about something, you look into that, okay? And trust in your own self-critical thinking skills to deduce the information that you get as to whether or not you want to continue or not. You decide, not these people, okay? These people are just as bad as all the 99% of the sheep. Okay, just because they're conspiracy theorists or truthers gives them no authority over you, gives them no right to tell you what you can and cannot do, because it's your life and it's your right to have that freedom to look in and research anything that you want. So that's all I really have to say about this. I mean, I could go on and rant for a long time, but I think I've gotten the point across. And usually I don't like calling these individuals out, but the thing is, people need an example. Okay, just like I said about in that last video I talked about, where flat Earth isn't the biggest conspiracy. But the thing is, people need an example, and these are two perfect examples. All right, so that's that for me for now. Peace and love, everybody, and live and learn to be free.